Welcome to a new episode of the Biology of Meaning miniseries. Today I'm addressing one of the most frequent and devastating symptoms of modern life, insomnia. Millions of people arrive at night exhausted, but can't fall asleep. The body cries out for rest. The mind remains on high alert, and so begins one of the most normalized forms of silent suffering in our time. Some people take hours to fall asleep, wake up constantly, experience nighttime anxiety, sleep but don't rest, live trapped in uncontrollable thoughts, and dread bedtime. Over time, insomnia affects memory, concentration, emotions, the immune system, metabolism, relationships, work performance, and mental health. But it also destroys something profoundly human, the feeling of inner refuge. Because sleep isn't just about shutting down the body. Sleep implies feeling safe enough to stop being vigilant. Humanization. Many people with insomnia live exhausted and still can't rest. Some cry from exhaustion. Others develop a fear of the night. Many feel guilty because they should be sleeping and can't. There are mothers who haven't rested in years. Overworked employees who live in a constant state of alert. People grappling with anxiety, grief, trauma, insecurity, or existential fear. And behind many sleepless nights lies a life that never truly stopped. That's why Pharaoh insists, never downplay insomnia, because an exhausted mind can also become seriously ill. Biomedical medicine recognizes multiple causes of insomnia: chronic stress, anxiety, depression, hormonal disorders, chronic pain, substance use, screen time and overstimulation, neurological disorders, respiratory disorders, and irregular sleep patterns. Sustained sleep deprivation can increase the risk of cognitive decline, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, immune system disorders, anxiety, and depression. Insomnia is a real health problem. Biological hypervigilance. According to Reich-Geerd-Hamer's approach, many states of hypervigilance can be related to active biological conflicts. When the body perceives threat, danger, or intense stress, it remains on high alert. Biologically, this makes sense. An organism that senses danger does not allow itself to rest deeply. From Pharaoh's perspective, insomnia can often be understood as an expression of fear, insecurity, existential conflict, hypervigilance, and a feeling of constant threat. This does not mean that all insomnia is emotional, but it does mean that the body, nervous system, and life experience interact profoundly. Some people can't sleep because they feel internally that they are never truly safe. Jung. Shadow and psychic noise. For Carl Jung, the night often confronts human beings with themselves. When distractions disappear, the inner world emerges: repressed thoughts, unresolved anxieties, fears, emptiness, and existential conflicts. Many people spend their days running from themselves, but at night the psyche demands attention. The Jungian shadow contains everything that has not been consciously integrated, and insomnia often reflects a psyche incapable of finding inner silence. Wilber. Akel and Exhausted Society. From Ken Wilber's holistic perspective, insomnia must be understood in multiple dimensions simultaneously. Biological level: nervous system, cortisol, neurochemistry, inflammation. Psychological level: anxiety, trauma, rumination, stress. Behavioral level: hyperconnectivity, screens, overwork, lack of rest. Social level: fast-paced societies, hyperproductivity, precarious employment. Existential level: emptiness, loss of meaning, inner disconnection. Wilber allows us to understand something key: many people are not individually ill. They are also exhausted by profoundly unbalanced cultures. Traditional Chinese medicine. From the perspective of TCM, insomnia is often related to imbalances of the Shen, the mind-spirit. The following may be involved: heart, liver, kidney, yin-yang imbalances, excess internal heat, energy depletion. The mind cannot quiet down. Intense dreams appear, along with frequent awakenings, nighttime anxiety, palpitations, and mental agitation. Traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, observes that many people live disconnected from natural rhythms, without pauses, without silence, and without true rest. Taoism, both medical and philosophical, teaches that health depends on the balance between activity and rest. But modern culture glorifies excess, producing more, sleeping less, constantly performing, always being available. The Tao reminds us that those who never rest end up losing harmony within themselves. Sleep is also an act of trust in life. A Taoist saying, "The wise person sleeps as if dead, without waking, without clinging. Their breath is deep, their mind is clear." Pharaoh therapy, integrative approach, role of physicians and pharaoh nurses, clinical evaluation, detection of organic causes, education on sleep hygiene, habit regulation, human support, prevention of physical and mental deterioration, active listening. Pharaoh nursing does not reduce the person to an insomniac. It accompanies real human suffering. Role of the Pharaoh coach or facilitator. The Pharaoh coach does not replace medical treatment. Their role is to accompany emotional regulation, stress management, body awareness, healthy habits, existential work, self-care, relationship with rest, meaning in life. The goal is not to blame the person. It is to help them regain inner security and overall balance. Pharaoh learning. Sometimes the body doesn't sleep because life as a whole remains in a state of alert, and no mind can rest deeply when it feels it must survive all the time. Pharaoh quote, "Insomnia is often not an inability to sleep. It is an inability to feel truly safe." Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for liking this video. I need your support to continue my work. Your comments and likes help this conscious community grow. Be a pharaoh in your community. Share this video to raise collective awareness. Study with ESSI, the Pharaoh. Learn science with awareness, because in health, knowledge is not neutral. It's vital.